Hey everybody, how's it going? Oh my gosh, it's been a while since I've had a chance to do a live stream. So I'm really excited to share with you guys today some of my tools, my must-have tools for small business, home-based business, whatever that looks like for you in your business, to keep it organized and successful and be able to actually plan and create projects and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to share. So I'm sitting kind of on a funky angle because I have some things to share with you. Let's see if I can do this and set this up. So please say hi. If you're there, I would love to say hi to you. So here, basically what I'm going to talk about today is things that help me, oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Too funny. Okay, what I'm going to talk about today is things that help me get totally organized and focused and be able to be kind of creative on the fly and be able to also, because I don't like strict conforming routines, but I love some sort of a routine and organization to be able to actually pull stuff off, get stuff done, stay super focused, and actually get stuff created. So, okay, so let's get started. So my number one tool is an agenda. Now this is a little bit different than, this is an example of my agenda. It's a little bit different than a planner, okay? I'll show you that next. So this is my planner. This is an agenda. Okay, so the difference is that when you open your agenda, here's a example of a calendar. Okay, so your agenda is going to be more business-like, more structured, more standard with the full month calendars. And I really love this one. It's the M. Maxwell version. It's got like a thin, really nice, soft cover in this really pretty tealy green. And basically, this is also excellent for if you have a side business. So if, say, that your business that you're doing coaching or VA or shop owner, whatever you do online with your business. So if you have an outside job, this is really extra good to have an agenda as like a companion to your planner, because then this allows you to totally keep track. Hey Robin, I'm so excited to see you. Hi Melissa. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I haven't talked to you guys and said hello in so long. I miss you ladies. So what I'm doing today is I'm going over my top planning tools and stuff to get totally successfully set up for 2017 to like get serious and be successful and make some major money by being organized and being able to plan everything out. So what I'm talking about right now is the difference between an agenda and a planner. And so like I was saying, if you have a side job, or hey Robin, hi to you too. Tell me if you guys have these, and I'd love to know how you guys set up your system. So hey Melissa, so nice to see you. Miss your smiley face. It's been a long time since I've had time to do a live stream, but I'm back at it and I have all sorts of awesome ideas for you guys. So here's my agenda companion, and I'm going to go through what I use and my top tools. Okay, I've got my little stack of stuff here. And so the difference between this one and why I like it is because it's got the full page calendar in it. Okay, and so this works super good in conjunction with the marketing planner and the project planner as well, which I'll get to in a little while. But first, after the main calendar is like the separated days, and then that would be the whole extra part of the book is that. So if you work outside of the home and you have a business on the side besides your online business, you can have this separated, and you can have all your work stuff in one and all your personal stuff in the other. And so sometimes that's really nice to be able to keep stuff separate. And these have quite a good size box, but not too big that it's so huge that you're just carrying around this like giant planning pad or something. And it also fits nice into your purse. So this is just a thin little agenda. So that's the first thing that I like to use. And that's, like I said, that's where I would separate my personal from my business stuff. And when I'm doing this, what I like to do is I like to go through and get all my appointments, all the standard stuff, all the things that are in my head, and personal or business, and get them onto a piece of paper. And then I separate all the things that I have going on, because I don't want to forget any. And I find when you bunch all your personal and your business stuff together, sometimes stuff gets forgotten, or you need such a huge space to write all the stuff. So that's why it's nice to have this as your agenda. Okay, so now on to the planner. Actually, first I'll just get to the notebook. Then I have just a normal notebook. This is kind of like a book where I just brainstorm whatever, and I have like a lot of stuff going on in here. I do all my kind of brain dumping in here. I don't do my project planning, but I get everything out of my head in here. And I keep it as like my kind of like my junky notebook, but full of good thoughts. And I have organized it by tabs and stuff like that, but it's not really necessary unless you go back to it. And I'm really excited because come January, I have this fresh, beautiful, fresh one that I'm so excited to dig into, that I'm going to start using. Yeah, so I'm really pumped about that. So I always like to have a really good notepad where you can feel free to be scratching, make it pretty, make it ugly, whatever you like, but be able to keep track of all your stuff. Because if you are trying to keep brainstorming and notes in your actual planner, it's just going to get so messy and overwhelming that you're going to, like for me, I don't want all that mess in there of like just putting down grocery lists and stuff all in my planner. I want my planner, I want to get everything out in my notebook and then structure it into the different areas where it needs to go. So then what I do is, this is my planner, and I think I'm going to be expanding into a bigger one because as you can see, it's a little bit big. Now I'm just setting up this fresh one for 2017, and I just wanted to share with you guys a little bit of what my tabs are, so how I organize it. So when you open it, I've got like a to-do list, and I'm not all about like making it perfect or super major, all those like people that like all that stickers and tape on it, like that's all beautiful, but I have to be very functional because I need to actually, I'll find myself getting caught up in like making it all pretty and everything, and I won't be actually planning and doing stuff and getting stuff. So I have to like keep it pretty basic. So my first tab here, what I've got is budgeting, monthly budget. And I'll show you this because this is really cool and I'm excited for 2017. And basically what it's got is all the like a total budget and goal description and final balance, things like that. Now that will probably be personal. So yes, I do mix some of the stuff, but in my agenda, I keep it personal. And this is actually my business planner, but that's the only thing that I have in here that's kind of personal. And then I have a spending tracker. So this is where I will mark down what I'm spending on business. So when, like, what things are coming out on my credit card. And so I've got, for example, I'm just setting this up for 2017, so it's not all filled in yet. But so I'll give you an example. Zoom, I have a monthly fee, and for Canadian price, it's $19.93. I've got my Squarespace, I've got MailChimp, I've got my Amazon stuff. So I've got a bunch of different stuff that I know comes out every month, and then I'll add coaching and different things to that as we go. And then I'll be able to keep track, because I think it's really important for you guys to be, for us all to be keeping track of our expenses, because you really need to take a clear look at your income, your expenses, and then all the different things that creates. Because if you're not making any money, then it's just really doing this for it to be a hobby, right? So then I have a weekly plan. an editorial calendar, which is where I'm going to mark down all of my stuff, and this is going to go in conjunction with the marketing planner. Project journal. So that is where I'm going to simply put in my events that I want to do, and then I'll actually plan out my marketing events in my planner so that I have room in here and it stays nice and neat and tidy. And then I have a goal section, a personal health tracker where I decided that I'm going to track my some different things, and my water intake and stuff like that for the new year. And then I have a master to-do list, and this is where I get all the things out of my head from my brain dump, which I do in my notebook in here. So I'll do a big brain dump in here, and then I'll make a master to-do list. And then what I'll do from there is I'll break those topics down into my project planner as projects. So that's that. That's just like a brief little thing about that one. And then my next two must-haves are the marketing planner and the project planner. And I'll leave a link to these below so you guys can get yourself a copy if you want. And so what I do from that that master task list is I can break down all my projects. And then once I've broken down my projects into here, from there I can go and create a list of tasks that need to be completed and things that inspire me, outcomes and goals and all that kind of stuff, and fill that in myself. And then from there I can create my marketing plans around it. So if I'm going to do a launch, or I'm going to do all the ways I'm going to market this thing. Whenever I'm brainstorming, I do use these though to brainstorm in the notes section, because each part has a little note section of the projects. So I believe there's enough to do 42 projects in each of these project planning journals. And so here's an example of the marketing one. So you would have the marketing, your marketing focus. So let's say that is a group program I'm going to put on. And then the promotion type, you can describe it all, an end date, initial stats that you want to track. Like say if you got Facebook ads running to something and you want to track actually before and after your list numbers, things like that, all the different ideas, inspirational ideas and strategies that you want to implement. Sorry if it's a little bit dark in here, but it's like winter time outside and it's pitch black so early now, it's crazy. And then there's also time and money invested, strategies that are in place, and then your promotion check-in, current date, updated stats, traffic to note, what's working, what's not, and note section. So I do a lot of brain dumping in this because I think it's really fun to be able to have a place to get all your ideas and then like down in one piece of paper, and then you can always go back and say, oh, that was such a good idea that I wrote down or I forgot. So yeah, those are my main little tools that I use. And of course, sounds so silly, but I'm a total pen geek and I love pens. So if any of you guys love pens, I'm like with you. So this is my absolutely favorite pen. It sounds so silly, but I freak out if I don't have my special pen in my purse. I've got one in my purse. I've got a couple in my office. I got them like stashed for emergency. But this is the Frixion pen, and I absolutely love it because it's an erasable pen. So I can go ahead and write my name. And if I'm working in my planner in such a tight little neat little thing, or in my marketing planner, this works excellent for these journals too. Don't mind the corner that my puppy chewed. She's like 4 months old. I can erase it. So I love this because I'm like a scratch pad person, and with these tools now, I actually feel like I don't ever really need sticky notes anymore. I used to have sticky notes on my computer. I would have sticky notes all over my desk. I would have sticky notes on the wall. Who loves sticky notes? I mean, they're so cute nowadays, but like I have them everywhere, and you just have so many going. So if I have a place to scratch my notes, which would be my notepad. And then I have a place to track all my appointments and things that are personal, and any outside work that I do that's personal or just not related to my online business, I would track it in this